Good evening. It's a historic day for the Catholic Church. As mentioned today, a new pope has been elected, taking on the name Pope Leo XIV. And what makes this so significant for the Catholic Church and for us here at home is that he is the first American pope. White smoke began pouring from the Sistine Chapel chimney as cheering erupted from the hundreds of thousands gathered below, meaning the cardinals had chosen a successor to Pope Francis. Within the hour, Robert Francis Prevost was announced as the 267th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. He emerged as Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope in history, emotionally addressing the adoring crowd from the balcony overlooking St. Peter's Square. That same emotion echoed across the globe and deeply felt by Catholic leaders here at home.
I am a Filipino but American citizen. He is a Peruvian born in the United States. So we are a universal church, and I think it's about time to have an American pope.
Father George T. Snyder Jr., pastor of St. Clair's Church, says the moment the white smoke appeared, it brought a wave of emotion.
There is a well-known saying, cardinals who enter the conclave that we think that will be a pope will come out cardinals. So it was with great excitement. Pope Leo XIV, when that was announced.
That same excitement and surprise were shared here at the Cathedral of Sacramento, where a Latin banner read, "We have a new pope."
I think most of us did not think a U.S. pope would be elected this time.
Pastor Michael O'Reilly says he's thrilled by the announcement, adding that the election of the first American pope puts the U.S. on the map as a powerful voice in global Catholicism.
We're not typically known as a Catholic country, although we are the largest religion here in the U.S. So it's nice to believe that the rest of the world thinks that the U.S. is a great element of the universal church itself. Following
the announcement, believers quietly filed into churches, offering prayers and paying their respect to the newly elected leader of the Catholic Church.
It was great. An American, I'm surprised. Spent most of his time, I guess, in Peru also as well. So I think his worldview is going to be really, really helpful.
Throughout the day here at the Sacramento Cathedral, Mass has included special prayers dedicated to the new Pope. In Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Christina Bautista, Fox 40 News.
Also among those reacting to the new pope, Governor Gavin Newsom, who said in part, quote, "We trust that he will shepherd us through the best of the church's teachings to respect human dignity, care for the poor, and wish for the common good of all." And strong reaction also pouring in from the new pope's hometown of Chicago as people in the Windy City celebrate one of their own being named leader of the Catholic Church. In a statement, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker called Pope Leo's selection a new chapter, quote, "at a time when we need compassion, unity, and peace," end quote. Religious leaders in Chicago reflecting on the proud moment.
Of course, that's a sense of pride, but Pope Leo XIV is first and foremost a child of God, and that means he is here to serve all of God's people.
Also speaking out about the new pope, former President Barack Obama, who also grew up in Chicago. The former president saying in part, quote, "This is a historic day for the United States, and we will pray for him as he begins the sacred work of leading the Catholic Church and setting an example for so many, regardless of faith," end quote. For more information and reaction about the new pope and more coverage surrounding the conclave, you can head to our website, fox40.com.
It is day 4 of